players between those teams.
I was literally just gonna say. I was walking out there. I remember who came up to me. They walked like, I have no idea what player. I don't even know one player on Vulture, and I'm like,
You do.
Okay,
You do.
it's
I do.
DDX.
yeah, it's DDX, but like, literally thinking about it, like I couldn't think about it off the top of my head. I'd have to glance at it and
I
be
can
like,
name
oh,
two
yeah.
players out of those
Come on,
two
base
teams.
Well,
stations.
tell me a little bit about these players, guys.
One's
So
up.
I don't know these
can't,
teams
I
any
only
better
know
than you do.
two of
Okay.
them.
Come on, y'all.
DDX is
Come on,
used to
y'all.
play for a variety of North American teams.
Okay.
Played for Root for a bit. Argentinian guy, played a lot of Invoker. Apparently he's a scripter,
There's
or whatever,
one.
but
That was the rumor. Yeah.
yeah.
He played on what? He played on Pain for what? Right? No.
Yeah, I think he
Okay.
did. I think he had a short stint with one of the South American teams. But apparently now Voltur is all Argentinian. Really? Correct me if I'm wrong.
This
But
one
they're all South American.
There it goes,
I want to make
baby.
sure we update our viewers in the groups. Remember, the NA region, we do have 2 fewer teams, so they're only 18 as a part of these qualifiers. FPL also ran across the board for Drinking Boys. You can see them again in action versus DC coming up here in a few minutes. Complexity with a nice strong start as well. And yeah, I mean, I think this is easily the most top-heavy of the 4 regions. Would be, to me, it would actually be a pretty massive upset seeing any of those top 3 teams not going through to Seattle.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was taking a look at actually the list on this nice Microsoft Surface that we have here, and
No selling out at all going on.
no, not at all actually. And yeah, I actually looking at both Drinking Boys and Vulture, I don't really recognize like
I
anyone. It's
recognize
just
Shanks.
it's DDX and Shanks, yeah, and then the other ones is at least for Drinking Boys.
Cool.
I did something wrong. I'm clicking a button or something. Technology doesn't work for me properly. That's on me though.
It's definitely.
It's not on the
It's not on the
Microsoft
wonderful
Surface
No, it's not.
Microsoft
It's
Surface.
definitely not. It's totally on me.
Wow.
Whoops. But still, it was really hard to find like any of the names. Like Elvis, I don't know if that's a bad word. So
You
I'm
don't
gonna
know
refrain
Elvis, man?
from saying his other, from saying
Great
the rest of
singer.
his name. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and refrain from saying that 'cause it's probably something
got
vulgar.
that.
Yeah, that's it. I'm really bad with this, guys. Sorry.
So
Alright.
we are going to go ahead and go into the drafts when they're ready, but until then, so nothing yet.
How come I only have one fucking hand?
So, what have you guys seen so far in the qualifiers that's surprised you?
It's
Anything
making me so
particularly?
angry.
Charlie.
Hey.
Well,
Getting frisky.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. I felt bad for. Actually, I didn't feel bad. What am I talking about?
no, Charlie doesn't. Just for our viewers that may not, Charlie doesn't feel bad. It's just not something he does.
You're gonna say you feel bad for who? Mojo? Come on.
You know what? I do feel bad for
I feel
Mojo.
bad for
I think
Root, man.
Shazam not making it out of the open qualifiers is one of the biggest shames because Mojo has played really, really well the last
No, we love it.
4 or 5 months. Yeah, I would say even before that, all the way back into when he was playing for when Shazam was Cloud9.
Agreed.
I think he's super underrated. I think if he had the right players around him, he would do really well.
No, I think he's, from a technical standpoint, I think he's a player that he has the mechanical skills. He understands the game at a very high level, and I don't know. I mean, I obviously don't know him personally as well as you guys do.
I
But
mean,
he
he's a
seems like the kind of guy that would be easy to
yeah.
play around.
He is. He's a huge anime fan, but I won't hold that against him. He's a good guy.
You obviously have not gone through his playlist. It's
I don't.
it's atrocious.
I don't want.
It's actually the worst thing I've ever walked by. I just walked by, his headphones are just sitting there. I'm like, all right, let me try this out for a second. It's
We're talking about like our TZ stream level here.
no, it's not. It's just straight anime music. It's just like I was like, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of doubt. I'm gonna scroll down his playlist. It never stopped, and it was like 35,000 songs or something of all anime music. Mojo's probably just so mad at me right now.
like supports and captains. Like
Yeah.
there are very few of
That's
you.
why you see Stan King. He brought up FDL. Like there's a lot of style they play for him. You don't really see a lot of these high MMR support players like stepping
Right.
up. But Stan King was definitely one of those players.
No, I mean you really like guys like SVG. Soxka, of course, was imported from EU, but those players are very very rare. And those, if you look at to me, what's winning major level Dota, it's the 3 through 5 positions predominantly.
Well, it's a lot of effort to captain a team. It's a huge mental toll as well, especially because this scene is so top heavy.
Yeah.
Not only do you have to be able to bring a team together, you have to have the mental strength to keep yourself together. Because you will lose many times and you're going to have a lot of failures. And so you're going to have to keep that mental fortitude to be able to persevere.
Yeah, you have to stay motivated. Like look at Shazam. They've been playing for so long. They're not even sponsored.
Yeah.
And like FDL's not sponsored, but they're practicing as if they were sponsored. So you really have to be self-driven, self-motivated to compete in this region.
Okay. No, I mean it's the old saying about you dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Yeah.
You don't. You get sponsored by playing like you already are sponsored. Everyone's trying to win.
Definitely.
So we are loading in for EG Void Boys. Just for those of you giving an update, I think we are going to come in here for the first little bit of the draft. We're going to, for once, get to see the opening bans and picks. I think this is really, here for the multi-stream, we don't often get to do this, but I do like going through the whole of the draft, especially because right now in the meta, these opening bans really do tell you so much.
Yeah, and we didn't even get to comment on the other two players of Void Boys, which is Omega Poner. He's kind of one that maybe is like forgotten, but he's had some like really nice plays. He's very quick reactions. I've definitely seen that from when I've played versus him and from games that I've watched. But then also the standout one is Clairvoyance, who's been Claire's been around forever, and now he's got a team that's I guess listening to him, and it's working up pretty decently.
We'll see how long that lasts.
We'll see how long that lasts.
No, I mean the guy as an analyst is super legit. Like what he has to say about the game, the points that he makes are very very good.
And he's very good at expanding on those points.
I'm not gonna throw stones about that.
We love Claire.
This is I think this is the first qualifiers EG has had to play in well over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I think that's true.
I mean, I stopped by the house and check in on the guys. Fear's getting like flashbacks back to TI3 when he had to qualify. I see him like passed out on the couch, and he's just like talking in his sleep, and he's getting flashbacks back to those qualifiers.
His afternoon naps.
Yeah, he's just like, Jimmy, Jimmy, we have to practice.
Oh boy.
Jimmy, don't leave. Jimmy, she's not worth it. We have to practice for qualifiers.
Oh my God, I can't believe you went there. Yes, I guess that's like the real question is how happy is Fear that Jimmy is literally halfway around the globe?
Yeah. So, spans.
Classic Darkseer first pick.
Yeah, this is like the new thing that's happening. It seems just Darkseer first pick. Even in the EU region, it seemed to be not every game, but it like some specific teams were really heavily favoring this Darkseer.
And Bulba's been going the Iron Talon build, getting a lot of
Yes.
efficient farm. I've seen Universe doing it as well. They probably talked about it. Seems like the best way to play the hero right now.
No, it's really on
Because
the
Oracle
dire
doesn't
side.
matter. It's like, Oracle is going to counter Darkseer in lane, but
But he doesn't
he's
have
not
to
going
be in lane.
the
He's
lane.
not going to go there.
He's going to come back. He's going to keep the lane pushed out, make sure his power's alive, and he's going to get very quick mech with this Iron Talon.
Yep. And that's pretty much the
Oh,
EG thing that we've been. This is what they ran the whole time in the opens. Just
Yeah.
either Ricky Darkseer or Bounty Darkseer, whatever combo they could get with it.
And now when you're EG, you kind of have to be wary. It's like, yeah, they picked Oracle for the Darkseer, but I mean, do they have some pocket strat like a Huskar, Alchemist, or some Death Prophet to pair up with the Oracle to use the ultimate? What will they choose to ban here?
It's really, you look at more and more teams. I really think the right way to view the offlane now is you don't view it as one hero. You view it as what combination of heroes are you going to run at what point in time. Like basically, Fear can just sit in lane as Bounty Hunter and sap XP while Universe jungles.
You can see Fear move around a lot. I think out of these bans, EG is going to do things. They're going to ban out things that are annoying. They're worried about getting cheesed. They're worried about just playing against things that.
I was going to ask you about the Death Prophet then. You think that's sort of up there? They're worried about the early push strat?
It's that, and they also want to be able to pick something that they want to ban things that match up well against Sumail. They want to something that ever since Artur has left the team, something that they've really prioritized is playing around Sumail and making sure that he gets the early snowball that he was so used to back in the TI5 era.
Yeah. No, that's an adjustment that you saw them make the summer before TI5, where people they made that adjustment very well around MLG Columbus when teams started like 3 and 4 man ganking Sumail super early, and they started picking the Earthshakers and the Shadow Demons, really prioritizing the ganking as well. So I mean, the question is, do you like just flat out ban the Huskar at this point?
Yeah.
No.
Are you that worried about the cheese?
I don't think they'll go for a Huskar in the second phase. If they do, I think it'll be like a 5th, or you'd see some like obvious AA ban or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's more likely like maybe an Alchemist from what's left.
For Void Boys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying like they have the option if they choose to abuse the Orc ulti with one of those like normal combos that you see a lot of times, or they cannot.
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to outvote it, you would have probably banned the AA. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it, and that's kind of maybe they feel like they can't take on EG and they want to cheese, or I mean, if I was them, I would just say let's play our game and see what happens.
Well, there you go. Support our core, guys.
Yeah, but I think I've seen a lot of NA teams picking up the Kunkka recently, especially since the recent like mini patch where they made the tournament a little more effective at earlier levels.
And please no Kunkka Tinker. Like,
We saw it at
that is like the worst kind of cheese.
with
it's pretty bad.
Fnatic and Secret picking it up mid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Notel played it mid once as well.
There are a lot of teams that legitimately think he's a good hero mid.
Yeah, Noto went the Veil Aether Lens build, which I think people have been talking about for quite a while in Kunkka, just because all of his spells, you know, his Torn and his Bolt with Veil, you're doing like 800 pure damage if you really want to look at it like that with the Veil.
Yeah, and the boat, I mean, the thing about it, if you have the right lineup around him, you don't necessarily even have to hit the enemy team with your boat. The
Yeah.
Rum alone is just such a huge buff in the mid game.
Can't be a problem though, because, you know, if you do get the jump on the Kunkka, he is pretty much one of the weakest heroes in the game if he doesn't get his boat off.
Yeah. Classic. PPD's been favoring this Wyvern throughout the opens, from what I've seen, and it makes sense because this meta is very like physical damage driven, and Wyvern obviously protects against that. And you know, pairing that with the Inner Beast Aura, they're probably gonna shred whoever he ultis. And I think with the bounty, you're gonna see Fear kind of like looking to disrupt the Beastmaster. Beastmaster is probably gonna go jungle with Iron Talon or something like that, and bounty will try to be annoying.
They have the classic Darkseer Wyvern combo again.
Yeah. White Boys
Oh,
picks up a very early Viper.
yeah.
So to answer your question of core support Kunkka, I think that may have just
Yeah.
just done it for you.
This is one of Susie's comfort picks. He really likes the Viper. He's in my experience playing with him, he really likes to win his lane a lot. He prioritizes that more than anything. And in this situation, they're kind of forced to pick the heroes first. Like they have to show first. So he's gonna pick something that might not have as many counters as, say, like a DK or I mean, it's banned, but I mean just like
Something that's acceptable.
yeah, they don't want to. He'll never want to lose his lane.
Alright, so EG has saved their 1 and 2 positions for last with the Viper. Something like the TA is obviously off the table. Even Invoker, I don't know that you want to put up against a Viper mid.
You might see that here. It's one of those heroes that just, it doesn't outright lose its lane against Viper.
Very little lockdown on the side of Void Boys right now. Very like sustainable. So yeah, they're gonna mix it up.
Yeah, the PL is really effective right now, especially versus these heroes. They lack the ability to deal with the illusions besides the Kunkka boat, and he's very elusive. It's gonna be very hard for Warboys to deal with that.
What was? Do they think that's a?
They think it's
a safe lane Phantom Lancer, but I think that's going to be a mid Phantom Lancer.
You think that's going to be a mid PL against them?
Yeah, it must
Yes.
be.
I mean, obviously PL just absolutely ruined Viper's life in the mid game, but can PL stand in lane against him?
Yeah, he does.
It's a PMS hero very similar to PL versus Invoker. obviously it's not as bad as PL versus Invoker, but it's. I mean, Viper doesn't have kill potential like on him. You can doppel walk out of the slow. It's super hard for Viper to
If that's the
kill,
case,
you know.
are they going to run Fear mid lane then? And
No,
put
that's
them
a
in-
No.
That's going to be a
Sumail
Sumail
It's gonna
PL.
be alone.
I don't know, guys. I like PL. I mean, I guess he can be, but he's just not the kind of do stuff hero that I prefer to
No,
see
he
Sumail on.
is. He's gonna pick up bots. You're gonna see him in every fight.
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna come in and land spam. It's very effective. Like very much the QO style.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen Kyo was the particular player that I've had in mind that we've seen play heroes like PL, heroes like PA that way, but I don't know that I've necessarily seen that out of Sumail and PL.
And into a Viper.
I lost you a deal.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
Fifth pick deal.
So we'll
the carry
probably
pick.
see the Fear carry here. So if it's Slardar.
Okay.
So
And you
they're
don't think this
really-
is going to be, because this is what they played around with a little bit several months back. They played around with Sumail on Slardar.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And he was very good at Slardar, by the way. He would just blink in, crush, get out of the fight, blink in again. You'd see him get like 5-6 crushes in a fight. Really
Well,
amazing.
And also, you guys brought up QO before, so I feel like he, like QO, somehow is actually able to keep up and farm on Slardar. Like
It's the
that's
kills.
Yeah,
Kills.
it's got to be.
EG seems to go for this full aggression here. They're gonna get the armlet, the blink on the Slardar, and just go with the bounty track. The Dark Seer, Iron Shell, Surge is gonna be really easy for both the two melee cores to abuse on the enemy heroes, and they're just gonna get tons of track gold and dominate the game.
You have Winter Wyvern for the counter initiation as well. Void Boys is pretty much all physical damage.
And Void Boys is very. I would say I honestly would call their lineup pretty static, while EG's
Yeah.
is extremely mobile. They can move around the map very easily with multiple different heroes, and the engagements as well. They're going to be kind of just running around, while Void Boys kind of struggle to just lock somebody down.
I mean, do you? I guess when you feel like you've probably lost it, you're like, oh boy. I was gonna ask if you go back for the Pat Soul Spectre, but they're gonna go ahead and go with Pat Soul Morphling, and this is just, oh boy.
I have not been seeing this hero do well at all.
Yeah.
No, it's been getting crushed.
He's lost
I
pretty
think
much
the
every
last
game.
time we saw this hero win was when Miracle played it, when his team was already winning the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. AUI won a game with it. I think
It's
it
like a
replay.
win more hero though. It
Right.
doesn't. It's not
That's an
gonna
excellent way to describe it.
change the outcome of the game one way or another.
Yeah, we've said it. He just takes too long to get ready in fighting form.
And
And-
EG's not gonna give him any time to breathe.
No,
No,
EG's gonna
not
run
with
right
this
at them
lineup
right away.
especially. That's why I'm surprised that they went with it with the 6 pick.
Yeah, and the replicate's gonna be irrelevant because the PL's gonna be fighting like way before the defusal or the manta or the attack speed even comes out, or the illusion steal.
It's a comfort pick for Petzl, and it's like you get down to that last pick, you feel like you're already getting outdrafted, and you say to your carry player, all right,
Okay, what do you want to play?
Yeah, what do you feel good on here? You have two options between this and Morphling. What do you feel better with? He says Morphling.
So you
And then
guys
you're
are
just
really
like,
down
fuck.
with PL fighting with just bots.
Yep, he's very effective.
With Iron
Pick up
Shell,
on
you just have
Kilo.
to think about
Oh.
how he's enhanced by his teammates. Iron Shell, track, and amplify damage. That
Yeah,
pretty
they-
much gives him a full item, not 2 items. That kind of counts as big items.
He's very good with the track as well. Like you would see aggressive, like at TI, he would play the carry PL with pretty much only with the bounty in the team because it allows him to scale in the game and fight.
Yeah, but it really, I saw a number of teams experiment with after seeing aggressive, and the big thing is you have to, it's something that you have to commit to as a team. You have to commit to that very aggressive set of rotations as a team.
Player with the most D warnings by 15.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
That's
Time.
always cut and dry because Peter
Oh,
does give Zai like a lot of sentries. So while it's technically Peter, the stack kind of gets like messed up.
And do you, yeah, I guess, and especially because of the gold value of observers now, you'll sometimes feel less and overwhelmed.
Is there a ward blocking that?
Yeah, it's that nice ward on
the
the
trees.
right side. Yeah, there's like one kind of on the wood.
Yeah. There's that like one like right next to the tree line.
That one's really tricky.
I can really
very exploitable when you disrupt him like this. Otherwise, if you're like DM, if you leave him unchecked, he's gonna get huge levels, come back to lane level 6 before you. You really don't want to deal with that.
He didn't save the Iron Talon to get the last hit. It's probably gonna get stolen here. Oh, heck. He gets dust on him. Double tango.
This is a lot of.
Oh.
I was gonna
Nice
say
scoring.
space created.
That's a lot of commitment.
Dust is fading.
And it's fading, and he looks like he's gonna live.
That's so
Oh
annoying.
my goodness. That's actually catastrophic.
They're really.
Huge place to die. That's another thing.
Oh, I couldn't find a knife.
Yeah, he was really quick about it.
Wow.
Oh, wait, what? He just straight up killed him alone.
How does that
Even
even
without spear rush, too, so you can
Let's get an instant replay. What the hell just
Yeah,
happened?
I mean, that's got to be a mistake.
It's
out of the
way,
Viper.
yeah, it's way too early for us. It just, it couldn't even be an outplay. That's just a mistake.
production calling for me to flame Cap, who was the observer. But,
Was Cap?
Cap.
yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so guys,
man.
T-Tor's Cap. Capitalist is not perfect. We've learned that now, finally.
It's not BZZ.
Oh, come on, you could have done better than that.
NA spectator.
We're here for the.
Say for what?
We're here for the BZZ game.
No, I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, okay. That was pretty spectacular
Shoot
with
the-
that.
Oh my
Mild.
god.
Okay, alright. He's
He
just like, that's
died.
just game winning.
So annoying. He even blocked Snaking's camp on the left. So Snaking's kind of like, where do I go right now?
Yeah, we've got a 5 CS Beastmaster. Who knew he's going to have like 22 CS at this point in the jungle. His eyes disrupting everything right now.
Maybe Snaking should have not taken a page out of Jimmy's book and spent so much time at the gym.
Charlie, ouch.
Crash landed on Workout Island, right?
Okay, you could have done better than that.
That was, no, Charlie was so good the one he did in Manila. I'm not going to steal his fire. Uh-oh.
Kale.
They're both just really waiting for that Alpha Wolf.
Zai got the last hit, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my lord.
King's real sad right now.
So Isaac, thanks for the 3 levels, man.
Nice.
I mean, Snaking can't really do anything about it either. He
No.
has to do it. He just knows that he's going to get sapped. They've already wasted
But yeah, what's
2 dusts.
what's the Kunkka doing? Just kind of walking around down there now.
I think he bought some more detection, and he's trying to see if he can catch out the bounty.
Look at this. I mean, 747 already died in lane soul and now still super, super low.
And super behind in CS.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I had no idea that PL matched up this well against Viper in lane.
I mean, it's the same concept
I-
as
it's-
Poker.
yeah, I know
You
on
have a
paper,
PMS
but-
hero, and then Viper doesn't really outlast hit you well until he gets like higher levels of nether toxin.
And to be honest as well, like, it is a disparity between the players here. Like, it's
Yeah.
Sumail. I mean, Suzy has been playing very well in the mid lane and stuff. Like, Sumail is one of the best, if not the best, that we've seen. So.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Look at the disparity
Is he
between
gonna
Volta
oh my god.
and Snaking. 20 CS above just because of the bounty.
There's
Or not
just
Volta.
nowhere.
Reverse.
There's just nowhere on the map right now that
Uh-oh.
Voice is getting anything done.
PPD can do that because there's just no one in the offlane. He can do whatever he wants. He can stack. He can get a bit more XP from the forward. He can roam to the lanes.
Snay should have probably just gone up there and contested. At least force the bounty to be up there. Instead, bounty's just wreaking havoc on all the lanes.
But I mean, bounty would just go back and kill him.
Yeah.
It's very easy to kill with the wyvern.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, look, the disaster scenario where the Slardar is level 6 before your jungle Beastmaster.
Looking problematic already though. We want Viper to win his lane. He's getting
You want
kind
to
of
secure your
crushed.
safe lane as well, but
Yep.
the Darkseer is actually also out farming Morphling.
Yep.
So
Everything's just going wrong for Viper.
presumably we will check out the other game at some point. Just as a reminder, you follow this game in its entirety with AC and our excellent observer Capitalist over on BTS3, and you can follow the other game, Digital Cast versus Drinking Boys, over on BTS4. Of course, check out our fun stream on BTS2, but we're going to stay with this one for at least a couple more minutes, as EG looks to be in a very commanding early game position here. And yeah, I mean, 50 CS on that Dark Seer when you had it speaks to how much attention that bounty hunter has drawn. I mean, in theory, that's a Trilink down there. But that Dark Seer is just getting everything against.
It was almost like a quad lane with the BM. So much space.
Oracle
Okay, so
finding
we
good
will
bubbles,
go
though.
ahead and check in on that DC game. All right, with oh boy,
This is
This
going
one looks
on
pretty
as
similarly.
expected.
What, the Drinking Boys, right?
yeah. And Terrorblade, guys, he's a hero.
Terribly Elder Titan.
Then EB is the best.
Yeah. Immense amount of damage. Misery also going to be going for that Medallion Rush. He's got the Bloodstone. Hates his TB.
Ouch.
They've also have very clear Roshan plans. It's easy for them to just walk in with the meta, have Ravage up, and very hard for Drinking Boys to contest.
And a resolution Terrorblade too. This is he's been one of my favorite players for a while, just because he's so ridiculously flexible.
They usually stepped up, but I was wondering if him and we would be able to complement each other, but they definitely do very well.
The guy's been spending a lot of time at Sunken's house. A lot of time.
Big 5 T-Bros just kind of running around. Slark, what happened in the laning phase? The bottom.
He had some greedy double axe and probably ran away with the lane.
Titan, Elder Titan probably was just like the one.
Yeah.
DC doesn't. They don't have like the disruptive hero like the bounty hunter.
ET is
I mean,
gonna
you can-
put
ET messes with it a lot.
Yeah.
Titan walks up, just ankle smashes.
Then you're safely get pressured. It's
Yeah,
super
that's the
hard to
fair
do
point.
anything. Especially as a Slark. You're pretty leaner.
Seems like they invested a lot in this axe. I mean, second net worth on the team, but they probably suffered a lot of money because of it.
Yeah, so I mean, what's the path back into the game here for Drinking Boys?
Lark needs to get his Lotars and try to be pretty aggressive.
It really comes down to just them getting up key items and levels and then just trying to get paid offs on whatever it was. But where it just comes down to they have to rely on DC to make mistakes here.
Man, that's a terrible thing to have to say when
How-
it's 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, but okay, so
Lions still only level 4. Looks like Batrider's going for the drum build.
yeah, you saw smoke him. Basically, it was dead before it started. What are you gonna do? Just try and smoke him for 5 minutes. So we are gonna go ahead and take you back to the EG game here, as both of our games somewhat lopsided affairs at this point.
As expected, but this one, at least Void Boys, they have at least like a spirit of life in them. It's not. It's 10 minutes in. They're very far behind, but
So they are down 2 less kills than the other game.
yeah.
Which game is less over? There's still, especially with the network mechanics, there's still a lot of ways that you come back, but
It is a Morphling.
Yeah.
Morphling should be at the top there if you want to pick the Morphling. And if it's not, you should feel a little bit worried.
yeah, and it's not just the network position. When you look at the lineup that EG has this network position with, you've already got the POT and stuff on your PL as you just saw. You've already got the armlet on the Slaughter as you're looking at now. I mean, EG
Yeah.
has everything that they need to start taking fights right now,
Yeah.
and that's against a Viper lineup.
Yeah, it's always the same. It's like the same thing with the Viper usually. The Viper doesn't do well in laning
They,
phase.
They
need
might
to
get
s-
something
they need
here.
a big play here. Nope.
I think he's got like a mech already. He
Alright.
does have a mech, but they don't have the damage to kill him.
I mean, he's at like 13, 14.
Oh, is he gonna get? mean, I can't even blame Cap for that. Like, what? It's not like you're like
He's following the
thinking,
fight.
hey, let's look for the PL soloing the Viper. That's not a thing, guys.
Get for it. 48 HP. Alright. Peter's like, nope.
Good use.
Fine.
Well,
Honestly, not enough Wyvern players use it to actually start the fight. Just use it as an initiation tool. There's not a good of a fight ability nowadays since they changed it. I like to see players go for it.
No!
yeah, it's just EG. I mean, EG just they don't have to leave the radiant side of the map if they don't feel like it.
Do you think Patch Soul should be going for the Lincolns here? It's not a lot of
Track breaks it.
I
Amplify
too
breaks
many,
it.
like spells
Splinter
that
Blast.
he needs to block. I mean, it slows his progression a lot.
Like, what else is he gonna hit? You just want him to go first out of
You can go,
BKB?
or I
Like,
mean, you can go Dragonlance, try and take fights early.
I just don't know that there's
You
a
can,
great option
Not
at this
pick
point.
more players.
You could
not pick more,
Moy
exactly.
Wing.
Not having that hero is probably your best option.
As much as I don't like when people like say it, it was a last pick moment, so it's like,
Yeah.
did they really feel like that was their best option?
Yeah, but I think it was Charlie that said it. At
Yeah.
that point, when you feel like you've lost the draft, you're saying to your carry player, okay, look, what do you want to play here? Because our best chance of winning is you no longer hero that you're
Yeah, that you're
super comfortable with.
Yeah.
It's very true.
I mean, is there even a build here? You can't even really beat me.
No, I don't
think
think
EG Slaughter is just gonna go through it.
Not against Sprint on what Charlie was 15 minutes. Like, that's...
Like, what can you get to be effective right now?
There is no single item
There's
that does it.
you need like
just have to-
multiple. That's just the story of Morphling, though. You need multiple
I don't
items.
think
to
you
make
go
up.
for. I don't think you go for Lincoln. So
Yeah.
No, I think you definitely go Dragon Lance Dasher.
Dominator.
Dominate. Well,
Some armory guys. Parker.
stop fighting.
Had to get burst.
Oh,
This is way from off, but no, that's
oh, I just missed. It's just, that's
this is just kind of what's going to happen. When you have a Viper and you really want him, you know, you kind of need him to win his lane, and he gets almost what? It's almost 2.5 times.
I really want to see that
Yeah.
matchup again now. The PL Viper. I want to know how that matchup goes when the two heroes, the two players are a little bit closer.
I'm sure in the first like 3 or 4 levels, PL should do
Yeah,
okay.
that's what
for
I
the
think.
most part they just trade.
Yeah, they just trade farm.
And trading farm is and it depends. It's down to the lineups then, right? Because if Viper has a lineup on him that can get something out of the early mech, then
It can actually do with a lot of things. Like if Viper has a lane ward, I think that PL is going to struggle quite heavily throughout the first 2 levels. But if Viper doesn't have a lane ward, then PL is able to just aggro leash creep wave very properly and just farm with the PMS. Not going to take too much harass. You're going to be going for bottle on PL. Viper's
oh
going
my
to go bottle.
goodness.
Fear flanking on Slaughter, sneaking gets cursed, he's out of position. Everybody from EG is responding.
They are all dead.
Yeah.
Yep. 3-man TP, 2-man crush, chasing out on Omega, track on him. He is another. Is that 4 heroes? 5 heroes? 5 heroes. Alright. Or 4.
Might be looking at your
Ooh, diffuse already up.
short game direction here.
20th box diffuse already.
You should.
Does he have 15 minutes left of diesel?
Might have even more than that.
He probably has so much good contribution.
Yeah,
Okay.
I honestly
Wow.
can't disagree with that.
No.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick look at a replay here of that last fight, but yeah,
They probably
There's
just feel
your-
like they had to do that.
Yeah,
I believe that's the shortest.
you don't want to get more like they're probably feeling a bit demoralized. It's like, all right, we got to get this out of our heads.
Exactly.
We got to move on.
Exactly.
It's the beginning of the day. You can't
Right.
let this get in your head right now. Yeah, I mean,
At the very least, you're not have to face this team again.
I mean, pin it down for the draft.
I agree.
yeah, just move on. You can't have that negative mindset.
Yeah, it feels like the first pick war thing is it just all went downhill from there.
We haven't seen people have a lot of success.
No, I mean Oracle has statistically been one of the worst. I believe Oracle has been statistically the worst hero in Dota since he's been introduced.
He's straight up anemia. Okay, we're gonna
I
pick
mean, people,
you need a
a lot of
combo.
people thought he was really good against darts here, but I mean,
And
you turned off the ion shell, and then
Doesn't
that's
matter.
cute in the early game, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's
well,
also
but you
just
can't. You can never. That's the thing with the way that the offlane meta is going. I think you can never count on being actually in a lane.